Good morning to you. Hi, welcome. Good morning to you. Oh, happy day. I'm so glad you're here. I want to say thank you for joining me. Thank you for being on this journey, as always. It means a lot to me that this means something to you, so thank you for being here. Last week, I felt was a very, very powerful week of Om and Ah. And then we've just come through a lunar eclipse. And the celestial beings themselves are announcing this time of real upheaval and revelation. There are things being revealed left and right. And through the process of that, it can be unsettling for many of us. There are definitely signs of outright inequality and inequity in our world. We're seeing very clear lines drawn by so many politically. And how do we navigate through that without being unsettled, without being fully disturbed by all the goings on? I've often asked myself that. How do I remain in love and remain in peace and remain in a deep, deep sense of awareness that in some way all of this belongs, and these are signs of our times that we're in, without thinking in terms of end of worlds and getting out of the fear-based and the manipulation, theological ideas. We know that there were many affected over the last few days in New York with the mass shootings. You can see it even on the road. You can see it as you move from place to place, that there's a lot of anger, a lot of distrust, a lot of pain, body being seen. And how do we as a community find our way to transcend? I think many of us are there. We know that there's ways to rise above those things and to not react, but to stay in a state of responding through loving awareness and compassion and all of those things. I'm learning the art of peace. That in the midst of all of the storms, this calm water runs deep. Learning to drink from the well that never runs dry. Learning that the content on my plate comes directly from what I'm contemplating. And so you can allow yourself to settle into this peace that passes all understanding. It's the eternal peace that's beyond all of these temporary activities that we see going on around us. Remind us of a few things that I shared on Sunday. Let's learn the art of saying yes, rather than being worried about how. Let's say yes to pure presence, and then let pure presence work out the how. Yes to love, yes to peace, yes to compassion, yes to unity, yes to harmony, yes to kindness, yes to abundance, yes to prosperity. And instead of concentrating and contemplating what I don't have, I am learning to contemplate myself surrounded by the conditions I want to produce in my life. So this is going to be a focused visual and setting an intention, a vision meditation today. I don't know where we'll go the rest of the week. Doesn't matter. I don't have a particular format, really. Last week, the Om and the Ah just turned into 3 days. We may go back to that tomorrow. I don't know. But I do know this. We can take a break away from all of the stuff that's going on. Still away. Every great master and sage throughout time knew when it was time to step back away from the human doing aspects of the world and just be. I remember as a kid hearing them say, and I didn't know what this meant, and what it's come to mean to me is different than what it meant in my head. But it talked about Jesus stilling away. Essentially, he was moving away from everything to go be still. To move away from the doing and toward the being. So during this time today, let's contemplate ourselves surrounded by the conditions we wish to produce in our life. Other thoughts will come. Simply don't allow them into the focus. They can stay on the outskirts, and any kind of negative thoughts or concerning thoughts about the world, you can come back to those. But during this time, allow within the focused attention, only the thoughts of wishes fulfilled. Contemplate yourself surrounded by the conditions you want to produce in your life. Remember, self-esteem comes from within. Remember to accept yourself without complaints and judgments. Remember to take full responsibility for your life, what it is and what it isn't. Remember to choose to accept no shame in your life. None. I refuse to accept shame into my life. And remember to understand the importance of bringing harmony between thoughts, words, and actions. Let's transcend and transform today into the beautiful, peaceful, loving, abundant, prosperous beings that we already are. We just may not be aware of it. Okay. Take just a moment, if you would, and sit up straight. Soften the shoulders. We're going to do a body scan, body check-in, a sensory check-in. Notice for a moment, if you will, the sensation of feeling. Maybe it's your feet on the floor, hands in your lap, temperature of the room. Just notice for a moment and feel. Allow those shoulders to soften, eyes to gently close. Allow yourself to feel, simply feel. And be grateful for the ability to feel. And now, focus and concentrate in on taste. What do you taste right now? This is one of the senses that we use to make sense of life. What is it that you taste? And now bring your attention and focus toward smell. What do you smell in the room? And now your focus and attention toward what you hear. Maybe pick 3 things. You hear my voice? Yeah. You hear the music? What else do you hear in the room? And now focus and notice that even with your eyes gently closed, maybe you can see light or glow. And if you need to feel present, you can open your eyes a little and focus on 1 or maybe 2 things in the room. Just notice. This is the sensory part of you, how you make sense. And now allow yourself to bring your attention toward the breathing in, the breathing out. This consistent activity of life. And in this moment, allow yourself to have a deep sense of appreciation for this body. All of these senses. I have such a deep appreciation for these senses. And in this moment, I remember when I had COVID, that I couldn't smell, which directly affected my taste. So in this moment, I have such a deep appreciation for my senses. I'm so grateful. And now allow your imagination to open. And as you do this, sometimes it'll feel overwhelming, like there's just thoughts that come from all over the place. But today, we choose, as if we're choosing from a menu. So I invite you to bring into view, within your mind's eye, something, someone, a condition or a circumstance that you really enjoy, you like. Something that makes you feel abundant, prosperous, joyous, happy. Bring that thing, that person, that circumstance, that condition into view. And we're going to remain focused there, focusing on contemplating the conditions I wish to produce in my life. For me, it's freedom freedom to really just live this life with joy, with happiness, comfort, peace, and love. And this is the way I choose to live my life. That all of my life's work will be done through ease, comfort, joy, and love. Feel the sensation of bliss as you focus your attention toward that feeling of a wish fulfilled. Your circumstances and conditions being exactly what you want. And notice that there's sometimes a voice that says, "Oh, you can't have that." Let that voice simply fade away into the distance, replacing it with, "I can have this. I can live in bliss, pure bliss." And you notice that in this space, you're letting go of attachment. Letting go of phrases like, "I find it hard to let go," and instead saying, "I find it easy to let go." Instead of problems, I find solutions. Instead of questioning, I locate answers and responses. I am guided gently through this life by the wisdom of the ages. My tour guide is pure presence. And I find it easy to contemplate myself surrounded by the conditions I want to produce in my life. There it is, that space of bliss. Allow yourself to sit in that space now, contemplating myself surrounded by the conditions I wish to produce in my life. I am worthy. It is okay to feel good. I am abundance. I am success. I am filled with joy. I am filled with love. I am in harmony with the flow of life. I am divinely guided every step of the way. There is no thing missing in my life. Everything I need shows up exactly when I need it. Because in this benevolent universe, there's no such thing as need. There's supply. There's no such thing as demand. There is supply. It is all here right now. Nothing missing. Nothing broken. All is well. Sit with this bliss and allow yourself to exercise the discipline of keeping that focused attention toward the contemplation of yourself surrounded by the conditions you wish to produce in your life. Presence of abundance and loving awareness, this peace and harmony dwells within me, through me, as me. It's not something I have to conjure or create. It already is. I connect to it now. I contemplate myself surrounded by the conditions I wish to produce in my life. And the little voice that tries to say I'm unworthy, I send love to it too and say, you simply don't understand. And so I transcend that thought. I am worthy. I am worthy. With my heart space wide open, I send this loving feeling out into the world around me. This peaceful, loving awareness from this space. And now, I wish for others this gift, this abundance, this love, this peace, this prosperity. I wish it as much for them as I do for myself. And I choose to be an instrument of love, an instrument of peace, an agent of harmony and unity. I am generous with my abundance. I am generous with my peace. I'm generous with my love. I'm generous with my compassion and my kindness. I know that I can be and choose to be kind to the kind and kind to the unkind, because kindness is my nature. And I operate in this realm of unconditional love and kindness. I'm going to invite you to receive a deep breath in, and on the out breath, share the Om. And then we'll do another breath, deep breath in. And when you breathe in, allow the whole abdomen to expand, the lungs to expand. And on that out breath, the Ah. Let's go there now. Breathe in. Breathe in. Namaste, Namaskar, Amrita Pho, Aho, Om. Love and mercy, peace and grace, truth and tranquility, serenity, courage, generosity, kindness, compassion. Abundance. so it is. Woo. And I got caught up in that. I didn't even realize what time it was. Yeah. Woo. Okay. I don't know where we're going tomorrow. You want to go? Wherever that is? Let's go on that journey. But today, I contemplate myself surrounded by the conditions I wish to produce in my life. I don't bring the content I don't want. I keep my focus and attention on the content I do want. I sit with the powerful feeling of wishes fulfilled. I let go of attachment. So many are attached to need, to always needing. I need this, I need that. If I just had this, I'd be happy. If so-and-so would just say, pay attention to me, I'd be happy. But I let go of all of that. I don't need anything. Nothing. No thing. I have need of nothing. I contemplate myself surrounded by the conditions I choose and wish to produce in my life. Okay. So good. So good. This feels very powerful today. Okay. Wow, I'm blissing out. Okay. Now go and make it a great day, because you can, and you know you can. Peace.